This is a CMT trade fair in Stuttgart. This van is a Mercedes Sprinter conversion from Megamobil from Germany. Now it is a rather unusual, obviously it's a Mercedes conversion, so it's a bit on the expensive side. It's going to cost 91,349 in this state. You know, kickoff is there, 66,390. So it's the new Sprinter, so it's 696.7 centimeters in length. And let's have a look inside. Take you around. Got a bit of noise in the background. There's a conference there going on about vans. So walk you back. So, right, so at the back, what we have here is this lengthwise bed, but this is going to take up almost half of the living area. Might be exaggerating a little bit there, but it's let's say 40%. But as you can see, we've got ways of taking the bed up and down thanks to these straps, and that's going to give a much larger amount of storage below. We have here this new Dometic fridge, opens both ways. There you go, one way, and here's the other way. We have a bit of storage up here, tambour doors, which I'm so keen on, but here you can see through here part of the problem with the Mercedes Sprinter, the shape. So you can see that this is sliding up in there, but to make it more clear, we've got here this gap back down the side of the bed, and really there's nothing any manufacturer can do about it, except for Mercedes, and Mercedes would have to build a van closer to the shape of a box. But now, one of the biggest problem with this shape is this in here, and they've done this is really good. I think this is the pièce de résistance as far as the van is concerned. This is a pretty big shower unit for a Mercedes Sprinter. Close it here, and now the mirror's down there, so I'm gonna have to come down a bit. So you see how much room's in here, like that. Okay, I feel a little bit squashed, but at the same time, what more can you expect, really? Now, to keep the water off, got a bit of plexiglass there, keep the water off the toilet, that is. And under the sink, got a bit of storage to keep your soaps and other things in there. And well, can't open that because the plug's in the way. Okay, fair enough. Now, if you're not familiar with the Mercedes Sprinter, maybe you won't appreciate the toilet, but anybody who is familiar with it certainly will appreciate it. That is, I think they've done a really great job on that. So I just banged my arm.
Hello.
Oh.
Okay.
Up here, the air conditioning, which I think is an option. The electric controls there. And I'd like to say a few words about this. I'll just mention it and then I'll do a separate film on it. But Mercedes now got a system, Mercedes-Benz AC, what's that, automatic control, advanced control, and you can actually control everything inside the vehicle like the light, it's a really camper part stuff, you know, from up here. So your heating, your lighting and all the rest of it. But it's got a switch here and they've got a switch at the back. I'll do a separate film on that one. Right. Let's have a look at one or two other of these vans, because they're quite impressive, I think. Here we've got an MAN. And this one here is going to cost 75,000 and kick-off is 59,000. Now MAN also is a difficult van, I think, to build with because of the shape. So MAN is actually owned by Volkswagen. They acquired it completely a few years ago. They were a shareholder before. So you can see it's very similar in a layout. I mean, you may say, well, I don't want a Mercedes, I'll get an MAN instead and save myself some money. If you want to save yourself some more money, you can get a Fiat. This is the Ducato Maxi. This one here will cost 60,000, 648. Kick-off is 52.5. I think really in a case like this, we're going to compare price. We're going to compare them at the kick-off level, because the extras, you know, prices really don't mean a great deal as far as motorhomes are concerned. Everybody seems, lots of people, right, put on the comments, how much does it cost? Well, you know, how much does a pair of shoes cost? How much does a shirt cost? And, you know, it's very difficult to say. Depends on the options you take. Now, I don't know what options you can take on a pair of shoes, but shoes come in all sorts of prices. So, I've got another one there. I'll just walk into it. Oh. Now this starts off at 47, and this one is 56,000 euros. Now what we've got here is the widthwise bed. Much easier to do the bathroom in a Fiat Ducato. Here's one they're trying to cram people into. This will cost 65.5, kick-off is 51. I was at the conference, but I thought my time was better off used doing filming rather than sitting there. Don't want to talk to me and talk to me later. You can see we don't have a really great deal of disturbance here, so I was trying to make the most of it. And behind me we've got an MAN, 74,000 over, starts off at 58. This is pretty standard in all camper vans, really. It's not just these ones. And as you may have noticed, many camper vans are, you know, one manufacturer or another are very similar. I think really it's not so much the cosmetic part that you want to be looking at if you're going to buy one. And what you see with my films is, in fact, to the cosmetic bit. I can't get into the infrastructure. I'm sort of take the van to bits, trying to show you what's under it or what's behind the walls. Well, obviously they wouldn't permit me to do that. But that's really what you want to consider, is things like that. It's the chassis, it's the insulation. These are the things which are important. So this is back to where we started from. I want to show this though. This is, look at all that space. Because my own Sprinter, although it's a earlier model, but I was talking about doing something like pulling the bed up like that. Now at this height you've got approximately 163 centimeters. My own idea, I'm just pointing this one out, was to do so down here was to put some storage units. So make the bed shorter this way, but also have things like this to pull it up. But that in a huge amount of space down there, really. Easily get a few bikes in there. Of course, it's going to affect the height the bed is at. Right, so hope that was of interest. Please subscribe. Do appreciate that, and also if you get any benefit from what I do, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you very much for watching.